Hey there, everybody. Frozen Puck Gaming here at the beginning of the regular season as general manager of your Buffalo Sabres. So, I went 3 games into the season like I normally do to judge what we need, that kind of stuff. I did not get any of the players in free agency that I've added, so we did not get Helmer Hagelin, not a big loss, and Stamkos and Tavares actually went to different teams. I think Tavares went to Colorado, Stamkos went to Boston. I don't really know where Dowdy went. I could be wrong about Tavares. Maybe just Dowdy. Let me look up Tavares real quick because those were all the star players in free agency. I can't type. Oilers. All right. So Oilers are building a nice little team over there. As you can see, Cam Fowler is actually scratched. He was injured for the first 3 games of the year, so he's going to get in there now. And let me clear all lines, and I'll show you what we have going. So we move around a little bit here. So there it is. And actually, I want to keep Ennis on the second line because, he scores more than Reinhart, but Reinhart's our future. Ennis is getting a bit older, as you can see, 30 years old. He's going to be out of here in a couple of years. I want to get Reinhart that second line time. Also, Lazarov has been absolutely killing it this year, so I have him up on the first line. I'll show you his stats. I think 4 goals in 3 games, which isn't amazing. Well, it is, but you'll see. Hannafin's been very good. Everybody here has been good. As you can see, I actually have Ferentz up. He was our top defensive prospect after Hannafin, who came up last year. I think he was ranked first in the draft a couple years ago, and we stole him at like 20th or something like that. And he's developed nicely. Hopefully we can develop him more this year. So that's about it. Yeah, I forgot to show you who I picked up on waivers. Nemestikov and Winnick. Winnick adds a little bit of a veteran presence, and he's also decent defensively. And Nemestikov is like a decent little depth scorer down there. So everybody I've picked up that's off waivers. I haven't really done anything else, and we're gonna go up against Tampa. Allmark's in the cage. I actually have Johansson as backup, which I could come to regret. He doesn't look like he's gonna be the best backup. Not that I expected him to. So we might be getting a veteran backup off of waivers eventually, if there is one, or trading for one or signing one if Johansson doesn't work out. I never know. So we're up 5-0 here. A lot of goals. We're gonna win this one 6-1. Kucherov does ruin the shutout bid late in the game, so Allmark's still doing great. Take a look at the shots here. Tampa Bay only got 22, but Allmark stopped all of them but 1, so happy with that. Ristolainen had 2 goals that game. Ristolainen's going to be a big-time player for us. So 3-0-1 to start the year. Very nice. I would have wished it was 4-0-1, but we kind of got screwed in a shootout. Kane and I think Voracek went down. They both I don't even know, they went behind the net for some reason. Kessel scored though on his first shot. So going up against Tampa again, I guess. Excuse me. 0-0 after the first period. We got, looks like a 5-minute major power play here, and we don't score. But Kucherov, guy who ruined the shutout last game, gets the first goal, and then Yarn Rule, I can't say that, whatever, gets 1 back for them. So we're going to go on the offensive here. Try to get those goals back. We're probably going to start Johansson next game, I think, or the game after. We don't want Allmark to start too many in a row. Patty Kane cuts into the lead. We're going to lose this one, though. Patty Kane, he hasn't been amazing this year. He's 30 years old. We need to win now, the Cup. NHL rankings had Kane listed at top right wing. Voracek was 3rd, I think. Allmark was like 9th in goaltenders. What else? Who's this guy? No, thank you. Ben was like 6th or 7th left wing. What else? I can't think. McDavid was like 6th or 7th or 8th in centers. Ristolainen was up there, or Fowler. I think both of them were like 9th and 10th or something. I don't remember. Either way, though, we were ranked 5th overall for the league watch or something like that, so that's nice. So Fowler has 1 defense player of the week, so that's obviously very nice. And player of the week. I'm liking Lazarov on the top line. As you can see, he's contributed nicely. But the thing is, I want to get Jamie Benn going, because if you don't get him going early, it takes him like 20 games to do that. So we're gonna reunite the money line from last year. This line absolutely killed it last year. Ben, McDavid, Kane. See how that goes. Going up against Florida, we'll see how they do together in their first game back. So Voracek gets one early. That's on the power play, and McDavid gets one unassisted. Oh, short-handed too. Kane gets one. Huberdeau does a strike though. One thing I've noticed, we're scoring a lot. I like that. I had something else to say. Allmark's rated an 8 for this game, so very good. Ferentz is only. I'll look at Ferentz's rating later. We might send him down and go with someone else, just so I don't screw up his development by putting him up here right away. But if he can compete, we'll keep him up here for the year. I just don't want to screw up his development. So we'll take a look at Ferentz real quick. Sorry, my computer's like, I don't know what it's doing. So morale low. We're actually going to set his player status, because we actually haven't done that. Go with fringe player. Good. He's amazing physically. I really like that. Average rating 6.5. That's not good at all, but we'll stick with him for a little bit. You know, we can obviously send him down and maybe trade for another defenseman. We lost a Hahn to free agency. That's why Ferentz is up here. We could put in Polic from last year, but because I obviously have him up here right now as a backup defenseman, but I don't know if I want to do that. Sorry, I'm a bit sick, I think. So, speaking of veteran defenseman, Weirkoch has been put on the block. Or not veteran, I guess. I'm not really interested in him. I think we're gonna give Johansson his first start here. So this could be horrible. This could be amazing. You can see he played like garbage last year when we had him in. Hopefully, you know, he can maybe do something. Proceed to the game here. So hopefully he doesn't get lit up or something. I'd like to get him his first NHL win. I probably just jinxed him. Hopefully not. Patty Kane gets the first of the game on the power play, so he's got a couple goals in consecutive games, so that's nice to see. Get him back to the form from last year. Second line's also working. Voracek and Lazarov are combining with Reinhardt at center very nicely. 2-2 here. They did tie it up. Let's see. Fowler gets one, and Lazarov puts it into the empty net. So we're going to win this game 4-2, and Johansson actually gets his first career NHL win. So played like 4 games last year. This year, first game gets a win after not winning at all last year. So that's nice to see. He might have won last year actually, except I think it was in relief, so it didn't really count. So we're going up against Washington here. Can I see Washington's record, please? Screw it up, just go for it. And we're going to put Johansson in one more game. Run with the hot goalie a little bit, even though you want to get Allmark in normally. We'll just see how he does against a better team in the Capitals. Capitals are more of a, they got more firepower, obviously. Tied 2-2 at the end of the first. Ben gets his first goal of the year, so that line is starting to click a little bit, and Lazarov actually gets a hat trick. 1 goal in the first, 2 in quick succession in the second. 5-2 lead here going into the third. Let's hope that we can keep it. Ristolainen is actually, he's lighting it up on the back end. 3 goals in 8 games. Ilya Kovalchuk, the old guy. Little Russian line here, as you can see. We got Ovi and Kovalchuk, I guess. Jeez. That's like an amazing line. They're getting a little bit old, though. Dalcole does get 1 late, but a little bit too late. Win that one. 5-4. Oh. And sorry about the computer noise. I'm gonna try to do something about that. I don't really know what to do though. Either way, take a look here at the league leaders and some team statistics at the end of the episode. We'll probably do 1 or, well, maybe 2 more games at least. Imagine. Lazarov is actually first in the league in goals, Ristolainen in plus-minus, and Fowler in average rating. So that's nice. Allmark is doing wonderfully. Hopefully he can keep that up. The beginning of the year, goaltender stats are a little hard to judge. Allmark's only played like 7 games, I think. Let me check that, actually. 6 games. So that's a bit hard to judge. It's just like these guys, as you can see, Morin has only played 2 games, so that's a bit deceiving. And Tretiak has only played 1, which is surprising because he looks like he could be a starting goaltender. Maybe a trade. So we'll take a look here. Player of the week, Brock McGinn, and I don't know who they are. So we'll see who we're going up against, and we might play Johansson 1 more time. The Islanders are doing absolutely, well, horrible. 1 point in 8 games. Not good at all. So going up against Columbus, 2-6-0. I want to get Allmark back in, but then again, Johansson's been doing good. We'll give it Johansson. This will be his last game either way, even if he does win it. I don't really care. Lazarov is he's ripping it up. Sophomore season, if you remember, he had 30 goals as a rookie last year. Let's see what he can do this year, and he's doing great. Good old Brandon Sutter, coming back to bite us on Columbus. I don't get how Columbus got sawed. They tied up here. This was going to be Johansson's last game either way, but he let in 4 goals, so that definitely seals his fate. 5 in overtime, so we're going to drop it in OT as Ryan Johansson gets the dagger. Good old PK Subban has been suspended for 1 game. Wonder what he did. Don't really care. So we'll get Allmark in for the last game of the episode, look over the stats and standings, and then we'll finish it up. So we'll look at... Come on, hurry up. What are you doing? If you crash, I'm going to cry. It's been crashing lately. I don't know why. Not the actual game, but my emulator. So Offensive Player of the Month, Lazarov. Rookie of the Month, Benson. Cam Fowler, Defensive Player of the Month, and overall is Fowler as well. Air Force Falcons have offered someone for that. Don't know who they are. I have no idea who you are, but I'm not interested. Here are we going up against Edmonton. So they got John E.T., Tavares, Get Allmark in there. Give them that start. Alrighty, so going up against Edmonton here. They're a decent team. I don't really look at their record, so I don't know how they're doing, but Nuge gets one in the first period. So halfway through the game, they're up 2-0 as Eberle gets one, but McDavid answers, and Kane gets the tying goal. So Ben gets one, so the first line's coming to life a little bit here. We're up 3-2 after being down. Nugent Hopkins ties it up. We're going to overtime for the 2nd straight game. Going to the shootout. Hopefully this one's good. Patty Kane, McDavid, and Voracek are our starting three. Patty Kane did the same thing as he did the first game. He kind of missed it a little bit, but he just went, went like nowhere. Like, just cut across there. And freaking McDavid did the same thing. I don't know if I need to get him to work on, like, shooting or something. We're going to lose. Ah, jeez. 3 overtime losses. Hey, at least Patty Kane has 500 career assists. Bizarre though. Like, why do they get to the? I might have to like move that around the shootout thing, because both of them they just cut to like say the net is like McDavid's nose. All right, they both just like they don't even shoot it. Like they just dangle themselves like all the way like to the left. I don't understand personally. Either way, let's take a look at the standings real quick. Where would those be? So Capitals and us have played the same amount of games. They're above us, but Capitals are beating us by 1 point for the conference lead, tied with the division lead with the Bruins. I think all the overtime losses are killing us. Oh, they're not killing us. We're obviously having a good season so far. We just could be doing better. Take a look at the overall standings. We are third in the league. Vancouver is doing pretty good over there in the West. Let's take a look at team statistics real quick. So Lazarov has been our most productive player so far, over a goal per game. He's been doing great. I really appreciate it. Kane has heated up as of late after being a little flat in the first couple games. Ristolainen's putting in a great year. Voracek's been pretty good. I'd like him to have a couple more in the goal column. Fowler's been good. Well, he's been great, actually. Jamie Benn's been okay. Expect a little more from him coming up soon. I'm expecting a little more from McDavid. Should get that. He's been scoring more lately, so Hanfin's been doing fine. Reinhardt, no goals yet, 5 assists. Jeez. I've almost given up on Reinhardt. I mean, you look at his attributes, they're very, very good. I don't know what situation I need to put him in to succeed, though. Thinking about putting Reinhardt in a winger role. I mean, it's possible. I just can't get him to score how I want him to. I mean, he's playing with Voracek and Lazara, 2 of our top scorers on the team, and he can't get a goal. I mean, he's more of a passing player, I know. As you can see, 19 passing. Just wish for a little more. Hopefully he can get that. Olofsson's been pretty good. This is his second year in the league, so I'm fine with that. Ennis, he obviously hasn't had many goals yet, but he's playing third-line minutes this year. I'm fine with that, I guess. I mean, we're paying him a little bit too much. But if Reinhardt really struggles, like, through, 30 games, he does, nothing. I want to play Reinhardt up there, though. Then we'll just move Ennis and Reinhardt around, because Ennis can produce basically anywhere, mostly second line. Grabner's been okay. Martinez has been okay, I guess. Sakach has been decent. Winnick has -4. That's not good. The fourth line might need some changes. Whatever. The rest is all good, I guess. I guess that's about it. I'll see you next episode. I'll sim some games, figure out what we need to do for this team, and hopefully we can go on a cup run this year. Either way, thanks for watching. Have a great day.